Hey kids, this is your good buddy, pal, friend, Chicken Boy here. And on April 1st, 2002, it was the first time I ever got on stage at an open mic to perform what some people claim to be comedy. And ever since then, I've been doing wacky, silly stuff for the past 20 years, whether it be doing stand-up, making wacky paintings, doing dumb video skits, or even putting together wacky variety shows and making terrible films. I've been doing a lot of silly stuff here locally for the last 20 years, and we've decided, what the hey, let's go ahead and celebrate myself in a variety show. So that's what we did. We booked a variety show. We got together all of my good buddies and pals who also performed locally, threw in a few surprises, and it happened. It happened May 21st, 2022. We celebrated the 20 years of me in a show called Chicken Boy 20 Cluckin Years. And luckily for you folks out there, we filmed this show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this self-indulgent ego trip of myself that is called Chicken Boy 20 Cluckin Years. Enjoy.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this celebration of Kevin E. Sacker, Chicken Boy, 20 years. I do want to apologize. I'm going to read from some prepared remarks this evening. It's very difficult to memorize speeches and look this good. So, just going to get right on into it. Good evening. Thank you all for coming. I'm very glad that so many of you had nothing better to do tonight. We gathered here this evening to celebrate the life of Kevin E. Sacker, better known as Chicken Boy. Artist, entertainer, filmmaker, visionary. These are all words. I had the privilege of knowing Chicken Boy for a number of years, although I did not know him in his youth and school years, where I can only assume some horrible tragedy occurred to turn him into the man he became. I know that he dabbled in creativity early on. I know that apparently the nuns got sick of him and he graduated. I know that at some point he successfully drew the pirate from the inside of the matchbook and got into art college. Somewhere in there he ventured into stand-up comedy, which was good, because when he sat down, no one could see him. Here's an interesting fact I learned today. Aposematism is what it's called when an animal displays bright colors or certain behaviors to indicate to other creatures that that individual is poisonous or toxic. Anyway, Kevin made films. He started early with a group of folks he called friends, although they called themselves, no. Kevin would do tremendous amounts of work on these projects himself, such as making props, scouting locations, and writing the scripts. William Shakespeare, at the height of his skill, created new words because the words he needed did not exist. Like William Shakespeare, Chicken Boy also created new words. Unlike Shakespeare, This was because Chicken Boy didn't know the words. They existed, he just didn't know them. Chicken Boy spent many years staging variety shows built around his comedy, solo stand-up shows, appearances at events all over, all while cracking out piece after piece of interesting, intriguing artwork and periodically putting out a film. I first met Kevin when I was cast in a movie he was making, a sequel to a film made in his much thinner youth. This movie, Mailbow Postal Delivery, is a film that some critics have called about 48 minutes long. The only thing more unbelievable than the wig he forced me to wear was his casting of himself as an action star. We went on to make 2 more films, Flip the Bird, a documentary about the political campaign he and I waged against each other for the presidency in 2016, and Foul Uprising, a killer chicken film in which I once again was forced to wear a ridiculous wig, and Chicken Boy, once again, was an action star. The well of his ideas never ran dry, my friends. I never got to see him perform comedy, however. Oh, I mean, I went to several of his shows, I just never saw anything funny. Stand-up comic, performance artist, writer. These are all some more words. As we look back on Chicken Boy's 20 years of performances, we can only hope that all this practice would someday pay off. But alas, it was not to be. I just find it heartbreaking that he left this earth without ever having known the touch of a woman.
Hey! What are you doing?
I'm giving the eulogy.
No. He didn't die.
He's not dead.
No.
If he isn't,
Run there.
if he's not dead, what's with the photo
We're here
montage?
to celebrate.
If he's not dead, then why is everybody so happy?
Because we're here to celebrate his career.
So he's not dead.
No, he's right there.
Son of a bitch.
How we doing, everybody? My name's Joe Riss, and welcome to 20 Cluckin Years! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Kevin Chicken Boy Heathsucker!
Alright. I'm just in my 40s. It's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, give me going for Joe Riss, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just guest Emcee of the night. Give it up for my mom, ladies and gentlemen. My mom's in the room tonight. Give it up for you can blame her for all of this. Matt Mason in the back of the corner, going way back. The guy who hosted the open mic that I got my start at, ladies and gentlemen. You can blame him also for all of this. Give it up for the Berkley tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for doing this show. We have Leonard being ridiculous here tonight. Give it up for that fireplace, because that's just magical. I don't know how that works. It's blowing my mind. While we're at it, give it up for this banner that I spent like $40 on. Sorry, Mom. It looks nice, shoot. Woo-wee. It is nice to be doing this here. This is the 20 Cluckin Years Show. It's nice to do this in this particular location at the Berkley, because this is basically where I grew up at, this neighborhood. My mom's house is just like a few blocks away. So if I decide to drink later tonight and do too much, I could just walk home and pass out on her patio. It'd be nice. So, also with this location being the place where this show is happening at, my first open mic actually started just a few blocks down that way, over to the by the Orpheum in downtown Omaha. There used to be this little coffee shop next to it called Stage Right. Matt Mason, you remember that? He was the host. He would give out Pop-Tarts at the open mic, and life was good. Unfortunately, the coffee shop is no longer around. I believe it got shut down. I think the owner might have been smuggling pandas. I can't say that for sure. Just a rumor, but allegedly he was smuggling pandas, so they had to shut that place down. Nonetheless, that place may be gone. I am still here, standing, mostly, and yeah, 20 Cluckin years. Ladies and gentlemen, stop. I want to take this moment to thank the people out there who have supported me all these past 20 years, whether it was 20 years, or you came along 10 years ago, or 5 years ago, or 5 minutes ago. Thank you for your continuous support as I continue to make an ass of myself for other people's amusement. Thank you. Although really, one of y'all should have stepped in by now and stopped me, because this has just gotten out of control. I mean, 20 years of this nonsense. This isn't comedy anymore. This is a cry for help. There should have been some type of intervention, but nope. Guess we'll do another 20 years now. Damn it. And you know, the funny thing is, this is the 20th year of me doing this shtick. I started April 1st. Because of course, April 1st, 2002 at the Stage Right Coffee Shop, did my first open mic there, and that was embarrassing. But I kept coming back. He would not let me leave. He let me come back every other week, and I think it might have been something to do with lawyers, I'm not sure. But anyways, not only have I been doing this for 20 years, but this weekend actually, tomorrow, the 22nd, is actually the 21st year anniversary of me working at a Walmart. So, 21 years, please don't. 21 years at a Walmart, 20 years doing comedy. I think it's pretty clear to see how well this comedy thing is going for me so far. Yeesh. It's not like I meant to be working there that long. It was, when I originally applied there, it was just kind of like a joke, a goof, like, haha, this would be funny. I'll work at a Walmart for a couple months and then do something else with my life. Suddenly that joke got carried away, and 21 years later, I'm still there. It's not like I haven't tried to get out, but the place is like a weird little cult, it is. They got like pictures of the founder of Walmart, Sam Walton. They got his pic everywhere in like the back half of that building. Like you go to the time clock, there's a picture of Sam there. Go to the office, there's a picture of Sam there. Go to the break room just to take a break, there's a picture of Sam there looking at you side-eye, by the way. I went to the bathroom, the employee bathroom, to take a dump. There's a picture of Sam in there too, and he is pissed in that picture. He's like, how dare you crap on Walmart time? Which is what I imagine he would sound like. But yeah, so yeah, 21 years I've been there, which is probably why I'm still doing this nonsense, because it's therapy at this point from that company. Is either do this nonsense or hang out at a come and go all day, which is just plain creepy. Which, by the way, how is that? How is it that we still have come and goes in this state? I thought we were supposed to be this high morale, uprighteous state, yet we have a gas station named Come and Go, spelled K-U-M and Go. No, thank you, sir. I do not want to pump I don't want to pump gas at a place called Come and Go. I don't want to pump anything at a place called Come and Go. Okay? Run and Go is more like it. I mean, if it was a motel named Come and Go, that I could see the logic behind. I could not wait to check into a motel named Come and Go. That sounds like a good time, even if you're by yourself. I imagine their movie selection and lotion selection would be top-notch at the motel Come and Go. But what can you do, folks? I try to, clean up this state. I try to clean up this whole country, because I have ran for president twice now. Once in 2008, I campaigned under the slogan as being the smell of change for America. And I lost. Then I ran for president again in 2016, when apparently you all really needed me to win that one. I ran in 2016 with the campaign slogan of Vote Chicken Boy and Flip the Bird for Great America. And I lost again, which was too bad, because I think I had an excellent platform to run on. I had like a 5-point platform that I think would turn this whole country around. Everyone would have been much happier. The top thing on my platform was to do this, to leave no midget behind. Why? Because they're just like other people, but smaller.
Yeah.
And at my height, I kind of relate to them. So, my second agenda was for boob equality. I think it is time to let the boobs be free. Because if we can allow a gas station named Come and Go, what's the harm in having a couple of boobies bouncing around, folks? I mean, it's not like we all don't have one. Hell, we have 2. Unless you're like a Siamese person, then you might have like 3. Whoa, that's freaky. And granted, some of us have smaller boobs than others. You know, Ronda Rousey, small boobs. Fabio, big bouncy man boobs. Point is, we all have them. Let them be free, by golly. The next agenda on my list, if I became president, was to do something for our troops in action there. I think it was time to provide hookers and blow for our troops. Thank you. And the reason for that is, if it's good enough for Congress and the Senate, then it's good enough for our troops. Enough said. The fourth thing on my agenda was going to be this. Put a stop to killing hobos. I know some of you are thinking, but damn it, chicken boy, killing hobos is fun. Well, it's not, alright? It's wrong. I know, it may feel great. I know right now I'm excited thinking about going to the 26th Bridge after the show and just grabbing a grizzly guy and just go, "Ugh!" But no, killing hobos is wrong. And I'll tell you why. One time when I was heading out to the Stage Right open mic years ago, on my way down there, a hobo came up to me and asked me money for the bus. So I gave him money for the bus because what if it was Hobo Jesus? I did not want to be the jerk that did not give Hobo Jesus money for the bus. That's the kind of thing that haunts you years later in like a hashtag Jesus2 movement. I didn't need that. So I gave him money, and this guy took my hand, he put something into the palm of my hand, and when I looked down, it was not 1, not 2, but 3 condoms in the palm of my hand. Thankfully, in the original packaging. Hard to clarify that part. I thought maybe he knew something about my future that I did not. Spoiler alert, he did not. But yeah, so that's why, you know, I think you should not kill hobos, and if anything, be nice to them. My final agenda, number 5, if I became president, I wanted to stop a certain invader. A thing that has been crossing our borders, crossing our land, crossing our own backyards. It's a menace, and I think it was time to stop it. I'm of course talking about spiders. To hell with spiders. This 8-legged menace needs to come to an end, folks, okay? I hate spiders, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. I hate walking outside, walking into one of those invisible webs, and swinging my arms around like a goddamn jackass. If I became president, I would drop the shoe down on spiders, that I guarantee. But I did not win the election. Instead, I'm here just making people sad and sad. But what can you do? It's been 20 Cluckin years now, and we are going to, I guess, give you a wacky show here tonight. We got a little bit of everything, folks. Tonight we have the poetry powerhouse of Trac Schacht will be performing here tonight. We got the highly, no pun intended, highly funny comedian, the wandering stoner Pat Larsen will be performing here tonight. We got a beast band that they actually have not performed together on a stage apparently for like a decade, but they got together for my show because I guess it was like their Make-A-Wish. So they'll be performing here tonight, Platte River Rain, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we have a guy who will blow your mind. He is a mentalist. If you've not seen a mentalist list, well, call the neighbors, wake the kids, and grab onto your asses, because when the mentalist later on tonight, Erik Luna will blow your mind. So look forward to that. We also are going to have a hip-hop band play. The original hip-hop band could not make it because one of the members had a COVID-related situation. So we have a last-minute fill-in who I think I've seen before in videos, but never seen live. Alduvit is his name, I believe. This being the first time and also later on tonight, Dustin Catlin will apparently be taking the stage. He has some words to say about me. We did the chicken film together. He's going to talk. I don't know if it's going to be good words or bad words. We'll find out when he takes the stage later tonight. And also, lastly, on the flyer, Mandy Morgan was to perform here tonight, but apparently she got called in as a last-minute witness to the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. I don't know how she's involved, but she won't make it tonight. But I have sent out a challenge to the Easter Bunny to show up at some point tonight, folks. Because last month on Easter, I went to make some breakfast, and all my eggs were missing. Where did I find my eggs? In the backyard, covered in graffiti. It's ridiculous. It's the hijinks of the Easter Bunny, so I am challenging him to show up at some point tonight if he has the eggs to do so. So, there's something else to look forward to. With that said, we're going to move on with the show. Let's get my buddy Joe Riss back up here. Get to the door, folks.
All right, keep it going for Chicken Boy!
Yeah, it's on the list of crazy things that have happened in the last couple of years, things you never thought you'd have to worry about. It's just you've got the killer hornets and everything else, but it's just, you know, now every time I leave the house, it's just like Amber Heard could be pooping in my bed right now. No one there to stop her. Just, crazy. Anyways, there's a guy way funnier than I am coming up. Known him for years. I used to do open mics at Hideout, among other places. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Pat the Wandering Stoner!
Yeah, that place shifted in Paranoia. Now it's the Lookout, right? Alright, I'm gonna warn you guys, I'm a little rusty. And I have ADD, so I'm like working with limited RAM. But some of this shit's new. This is a new bit. The loner with a boner. The lost soul with a goal to pick or pack the next bowl. I am the wandering stoner. The other day, me and my buddy were driving down the road and I saw it come and go up the road. And I'm like, finally, they named a gas station chain after all my relationships. And without missing a beat, my buddy's like, where's the fantasies? And then I thought about it, and I'm like, that's a fucked up name for a gas station. Just imagine you're some guy driving around, fill up at the first station you go to, don't even think about it, get a pack of smokes, maybe a sandwich. Next thing you know, a week later, you're getting a call from your old lady. The fuck you blow $80 at Fantasies for, asshole? Oh yeah, it's a gas station. Fuck you! I want a divorce! And I'm pretty sure that's why they went out of business. Now for some bad one-liners. Do you guys know what a cokehead's favorite improv game is? Whose line is it anyway? I tell you my roofie joke, I just can't remember it. And as for my acid joke, that giraffe over there will not stop mean mugging me. Or changing colors. I'm not sure if I should be scared or impressed. Scared. Okay. A little bit about me. I'm my mom's youngest, my dad's oldest, but on either side I'm still the shortest. I miss the days when I could call my little brothers, because now they're younger brothers. Makes me particularly sad when I think about giving my youngest brother piggyback rides, because now he gives me piggyback rides, because I ain't letting him get shit off the top shelf for me. It's just not happening. I used to work at a casino. I can't say which one. All I can say is they like animal shoes. I'm a firm believer if you're gonna do something wrong, you do it right. Like my mom always said, be good or be good at it. When I worked at the casino, I had the bad habit of fucking with the new guy, and the new guy was a cook. Not very wise to fuck with the cook. He's already got a sharp, shiny arsenal, and since I'm ADD, it's all shiny and I'm already screwed. But one day, first time I ever went into work high, he was the first one I seen, and as soon as he seen me, he grabbed the biggest knife he could, and he pointed it right in my face, and he was like, "Don't you do it. Not today, Pat." Shit. I gave my name away. No, wait, it's already on the flyer. It's cool, I don't have to be paranoid. Right?
Right.
But, pulled a knife on me, and I looked him dead in the eyes to the tip of the blade, then I zoned out, because I was high. And when I came back to him, I was like, you know, at first, I was afraid. Hell, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never, and then I booked it out of there because that's all I had to do to get that song stuck in his head all day. Is this a bad time to mention I'm left-handed? I have no idea why they thought we were demons back in the day. Time delayed response. I'm used to telling my jokes to stoners, and it usually takes a minute. So I get a little bit of a breather in between punchlines. I did get to pull off one of my professional goals about 2 years ago. I did one of my first painting shows, and one of my childhood best friends were there, and he offered me a fuck you up shot, and my inner Irishman said, accepted. An hour and a half later, I did the same set 3 times over, with different deliveries on every joke. But that's not the most impressive thing. The most impressive thing is I still got paid and booked another show. I was hoping to do a blackout set on an open mic, but a painting gig and pulling it off was above standard. I see some dogs in the crowd tonight. I'm a dog owner. I had a drug dog when I was a kid. My older brother named her Teener. This half is a lot cooler than the rest of you guys. But about 4 years ago, I decided to get a dog as an adult. And I went to the Humane Society. I was hoping to get a husky because growing up I had wolves, and that was like the closest thing to legal I could get. But instead, like I went on a dog sale day at the Humane Society, you know, half price dogs, because I'm a conservative, I'm always looking for a good deal. And out of all the dogs I saw that day, I picked the one dog that like laid on the thickest fucking guilt trip I've ever had in my life. Like all the other dogs sniffed my hands. The one I took home was the one that just shot me a look like, you don't want me, you want a puppy. Fuck you, don't get my hopes up. Came to life, he was like, holy shit, that worked. Oh, I love you, dude. Best dog ever. I found out when I adopted him that he had been there twice. So I figured I was gonna change his name. He was Harley when I got him. I named him Natsu after my favorite character in Fairy Tale. It's an anime, I swear. But I named him after that. Also, the chick I was talking to, it was her favorite anime as well. But I named him Natsu, and Natsu was great. The only drawback to him was little kids and old people like to call him Nazi. And he was a golden retriever. I'm like, fuck. But it was a trip, man. Like, it was my first time owning a dog as an adult, and one of the things that tripped me out is every time he took a shit, he would like lock eyes with me and be like, are you watching me? You're watching my ass right now. And he had a very expressional face. Like every now and then he'd like lick the spot where his balls used to be, and then he'd look like he was mean mugging me. And I'm like, hey man, that wasn't me, that was your old family. Not me, bro. Although this little bastard loved the dude to death. But he was a fat boy. Like, you could not leave bacon alone for a nanosecond without him being on it. I learned that about the first week I took him back home. And then I got a husky puppy, finally. And we got him neutered. And whenever he licks his balls and meat mugs me, I'm like, you do it again and see what I do next time. I've come to the conclusion that there are like 3 personality types for pot dealers. You got the first one, I like to call the most common out of the 3. This is the in and out guy. He's gone in a flash, so's your cash, and you're checking your pockets to make sure it wasn't just a mugging. Second one's a lot cooler. I like to call this one the hangout guy. He'll smoke you out, he's got stories. The only bad thing about him is he likes to babysit. And not anything useful like kids or pets, just the pipe. You know. Then there's the third type. You never run into them right away, but you do eventually. I like to call this one the jealous ex. As soon as you hit them up, they're like, where you been? Who you been talking to? Oh yeah, is that right? Guess what? This is retail now, motherfucker. That homie discount is gone. I always laugh when I run into them. I'm like, you're cute. You thought we had something special here? This was out of convenience purely. Oh, as part of my cover, I got a bag of stones.
Make it rain.
So I suffer from something shiny disease, ADHD. I got diagnosed roughly at the ripe old age of around nap time in kindergarten. Around 16, I decided to take myself off my medication and do what my dad said, which was try to be normal. I don't think I've nailed it yet, but I'm having more fun as we go. Like I said, living a dream. I forgot where I was going. I was going to name my first son whenever I do settle down and start a family. My first son's name is going to be Justin, middle name Case. And then I thought about it and I think I figured out the worst name for a girl. And if you're a girl with this name, I'm sorry. Your parents are so mean. But I think I figured out the worst name for a girl. It's Michaela, or K for short. Because I imagine whenever you're getting it on, the other person is just gonna, when they're in their O face, they're gonna be like, okay, okay. And I don't think it's a real confidence booster. It's not gonna help your self-esteem.
Okay.
Exactly. I did a show last Halloween out in the Panhandle. I don't want to say where, but because of this show, I've got some new charges I factor in when I'm doing shows out there. Like if you got the 3 C's, conservative, Christian, or country, there's a charge for that now. There's also another charge if a potential sheep fucker's in the crowd. I was at one show and the heckler gave a full-on college presentation speech about how to fuck sheep. Attire included. And he told this to me and the other comic that was still at the show, and I'm after he left, me and the other comic were like, dude, we have to make fun of this guy for life, right? Yeah. Okay. And this is me fulfilling my end of that deal. So one thing I learned as a pizza boy was how to find weed anywhere. All you have to do is order a pizza. The Domino's guy is gonna know where you can find some weed. So, word to the wise. I learned that from a construction crew. Fuck. I like to take my time when I finish. Some things can't be rushed, Joe. But I'll try.
True, though.
Alright, a lot of people like to say that stoners are kind of slow, that we're a little immature, and whenever I hear that, I can have this one come back ready and wait. Now bear with me, I'm a smoker and I gotta catch my breath. But it goes a little something like this. Jack and Jill went up the hill to smoke some marijuana. Jack had a high and zipped his fly and said, "Do you want it?" Jill said yes and dropped her dress, and then they had some fun. Wait, said Jill, "I forgot the pill." And then they had a son. And I get done telling this to my buddy Jim, and he's like, "So Jack and Jill got hitched, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, the fuck else was Jill gonna get child support out of Jack's ass? For Jack was nimble and Jack was quick, but Jill was ready for Jack's bullshit." And much like my bag, I'm out.
One more time for Pat the Wandering Stoner.
So, next act coming to the stage. Okay, cool. Yes, it's been in several films, comic books. I think he had a TV show there for a while. Yes, as the military rank, proud World War II vet. Yeah, it's been the focus of some controversy. Some call him a hero. We call him Captain America!
Come on, USA! 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 Oh, hell. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain America, can you believe it? My VP pick when I ran for president back in 2016. Cap, what's up with the mask though?
God, I tell you, it's been hard, man. 2016 really did a number on me. I mean, we ran for president, we didn't win. I exploded a guy.
I remember that.
Yeah, at that one place.
Yeah, that's why I shut down now.
Yeah, it did not work out. So I ended up having to go to Mexico and started wrestling.
Oh wow, that's rough, yeah.
It explains the
It's the whole, yeah, I see. Well, what happened to your shield? Didn't you have a Captain America shield?
Yeah, I had to sell the shield. We had to be able to afford to buy food for Bucky. You know, it's been rough.
That sounds like some hard times, Cap.
It's been very hard times. Let me tell you something about hard times.
Oh, tell me, Cap.
Oh, hard times is getting kicked out of the Avengers and hitting rock bottom in Tijuana, Mexico. Falling in love with some girl named Hurita. Not Rita, Hurita. Hurita. And yeah, you have an illegitimate son that you don't know if it's yours or not. And, yeah.
That's hard times, Cap.
Yeah, you can't pay child support with vibranium. It's
No,
it's not possible.
It's not real money. It's not real currency.
Not at all.
Well, anyways, Cap, reason we brought the good old Captain America here tonight, folks. Captain America. He is going to, we're going to do a memorial to all the venues that have shut down since I performed at them. Not my fault.
All right.
So, Cap, go ahead, take it from
Got a
here.
little speech prepared here. So, we now take a moment to remember all the venues that made the ultimate sacrifice by allowing Chicken Boy to perform there over the years. These venues may be gone, but will not be forgotten. In order. Stage Right Coffee Company. Mixed Music. Jester's Comedy Club.
Didn't have a chance.
Ice House Live Comedy Club. Straight Shooters 2. The Roxbury. The Saddle Creek Bar.
That one hurt.
The Shark Club. Scene of where I blew up. a man's head.
Yes.
Good times there. Very good times.
Good time. Great. They
Great
had
time.
wonderful drinks.
Yeah, great.
Good time.
The Alchemy.
That one never had a chance.
Mojos.
That one definitely never had a chance. Midtown, get the hell out of here, you fancy. Go ahead.
Shea Riley's. The Hideout Lounge. The Lookout Lounge.
That shouldn't count. All three of those are technically the same venue. I don't think that should count as three. Go ahead.
The BS Collective. Forte Music Hall. The Apollon.
That one was recent.
Westwood Cinema 8 Theaters.
One showing without uprising took it down like a bitch.
And last, but certainly not least, MySpace.
I'm sorry, Tom. We did you dirty.
And now, a moment of silence in honor of these fallen venues.
Captain America, ladies and gentlemen, let's get up and check out. Oh shit, that was rough. That was tough to get through, folks. All those memories gone. But I'm sure after that touching tribute, some of you might be feeling a little sad, a little down. Again, not my fault that all of those are shut down. Berkley, you're going to be fine, okay? You're going to be fine. Let's clear that up right now. But some of you might be sad missing some of those venues, and I get it. I feel you know, because there was once a time when I was just a sad, bitter sack of a human being. I was down on myself. Why me? I deserve better. I'm a nice guy. I was both trigger and woke and cancel all at the same time. It was rough, but that's when I discovered the medical breakthrough product that is taking the world by storm. Oh, what is this magical medicine that you speak of, Chicken Boy? I will tell you, it's called Get the Cluck Over It. Yes, get the cluck over it. The modern medical science that is taking the world by storm, one skull at a time. Why, when I was a sad, bitter sack of a human being, I took a dose of Get the Cluck Over It. Do you kids know what happened?
You got the cluck over it?
I got the cluck over it, yes! Yes! And you can get the cluck over it too. It's true. Are you feeling sad? Get the cluck over it. Feeling blue? Get the cluck over it. Is there no Wi-Fi available in your area? Get the cluck over it. Did Joe Rogan say something really, really stupid? Again? Get the cluck over it. Oh, are you bitter that the gas prices are too damn high? Get the cluck over it. Oh, did your crush friend zone you again? Get the cluck over it. Is someone getting a BJ but it's not you? Then you are going to need to get the cluck over it. Yes, get the cluck over it. Created using space age technology used by NASA. Get the cluck over it is your cure-all, be-all to any of your boo-hoo, crybaby nonsense. But how does it work? Well, I will tell you kids. For the next time you feel blue and sad and whiny and feel a need to call a ambulance, simply take your dose of Get the Cluck Over It, shake it like a tail feather, and proceed to cluck yourself over and over again until you get the cluck over it. It's easy. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. If you feel a sting, that means it's working. I should warn you all though, Get the Cluck Over It may have some side effects. The following side effects are, well, blur vision, moments of dampness, pink eye, shaky baby syndrome, and massive frickin' headaches. Please stop taking Get the Cluck Over It if these symptoms are good, and for the love of God, see a real doctor. But with that said, are you feeling down? Get the Cluck Over It. Oh, is your refrigerator running? Get the Cluck Over It. Did you used to be an altar boy? Get the Cluck Over It. Is your first name Amber, last name Heard? Get the Cluck Over It. Let's see, guys, did you just find out that your girlfriend's pregnant, but you're not the father? Get the Cluck Over It. But wait, did you go on to the Maury Povich show and the DNA test came back and you are indeed the father? Get the Cluck Over It. And lastly, if you are sick of the fact that Chris Rock can't keep your wife's name out of his flippin' mouth, then you are definitely going to need to get the Cluck Over It. Get the Cluck Over It. The cure-all for all your nonsense. Now available at Osco Drugs if they were still in business. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring back again Mr. Joe Rex.
Did I mention we've been writing this show for months, so, some of the jokes are, a little behind current times. Alrighty, so, moving right along, we have a force of freaking nature, and just master wordsmith, OEA winner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to stage Miss Trac Schacht.
And the fastest damn poet in the area. 20 years? You're really old.
Sit down again.
Well, seniors, I didn't meet you till shoot your mouth off. And then you were running for president, and I came back and found prayer again, hoping you would win. I lost prayer after you lost. Went back, then referred you to some friends and family for you to shoot your movie. And my family member came out in his boxers with his guns threatening to kill all of you.
This is true.
I figured, welcome. And I figured maybe I should write you a special one. So, because when your family members threatens to kill you with the shotgun in hand, and then brags about it, should write you something. So here you go. Cluck, 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 cluck. Cluck, 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 cluck. Cluck, 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 cluck. Cluck, 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 block, block, cluck, block, cluck, cluck, cluck. So
That was spoke to me.
I'm glad I don't have an interpreter for you. And what
That was clean.
yeah, between us, right? But so I do have a couple here that I'll do. And this is the closest I can find that I've written that might be appropriate for you. I ordered KFC today. Original recipe. It was gross, greasy, and spiceless. My cat wouldn't touch it, and he eats canned bush and looks forward to it. Yet here I am in a tank top and undies in my bed, eating crappy food, watching Family Feud, and getting high, alone with my cat. On the mo. at 52. A full scholarship to go to the most expensive private school in the state, never a ring placed on the right finger. Still, I hear about how I haven't lived up to my potential. Or is it their potential? For you see, 41% of all first marriages end in divorce. Heck, I am already beating the odds. 85% of people hate their jobs. Sometimes I can't sleep, I'm so excited to do mine. I ride around town grabbing dinner with friends, rolling my eyes at their puns and jokes about chickens, writing poems and doing shows. For you see, according to them, I am just a slam poet without a real job, they say. Yeah. Okay, so I smirk. Did you wake up happy today? Then don't preach to me about potential. I can tell you about how open mics inadvertently rescued me when depression buckled into my sidecar. How I no longer have to apologize for being a non-conforming redheaded feminist who thinks Johnny Paycheck is punk as fuck, that the Ramones are overrated, who wore a Sex Pistols t-shirt to school back in the day when it got you sent home to change. Who thinks that dancing to George Jones in my living room is foreplay, and that Ed Sheeran sucks, whose ideal life is hitting the road, aimlessly donning a blunt, a badass dog, and Hank 3 blared while searching out mics, swearing in joy as the word pussy rolls off females' tongues. You see, it wasn't too long ago they were not allowed to. I've known heartbreak and loss, same as you. I've cried and fought. You too. Difference is, while you're over there criticizing me, judging me, laughing at me, well, hell, I'm over here in my own, eating KFC happily. I figure a number of us that are performers who might have gotten told by our families that it's time to become a CPA or something responsible might be able to relate to that. I get told it on a regular basis. They tell me to grow up. By 52, I probably might go into All right, one more. Wrote this. Gosh, I just want you guys to know that I'm about to say this, not that it's going to surprise them, but my boss is here. I wrote this while drunk and high at an open mic, about somebody at an open mic that you were at. So that person's not here, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because it's, again, the only thin thread I could find. So.
Well, I never.
Me either. Guys are coming here. Forgive me, Cabby, for I have sinned. Sins fallen from self-taking form of airline booze bottles, burned roaches, cheap lipstick, puke. You know me. I'm the confessor, your 2 a.m. regular. The one whose only tip is a story you can tell your friends. In the neighborhood bar you get drunk in. The one you play barefoot harmonica in. The one you tell stories in. The one you with the ivy tweed driving cab California stars knowing Woody Guthrie Escal looking older than you're younger. And sexier gives way to you, Cabby, whose cab I know oh so well. You see, I was raised up in a cabbie's bar, not all too far from here. I was playing donk on the hood of a red Happy down at the airport cab stand by age 6 and winning. Oh, I've been fucked over by cabbies. Hell, I fucked over some cabbies. You see, I tried to keep one bound, but he broke free, leaving signs behind, and our spirits were connected, and that is when I decided to leave. So hey, know I love so much. And yes, again, hail me a cab, number 239, you please, for you see, he knows my kind of sin. Oh, yes. He has seen me in this bar, under airs full of familiars, hiding behind a notebook and a pen, in my stool, trying to a little bit closer to him. So hey, Cabby, what do you say? How about we go grab a big old bowl of pho and discuss that music we both know? You see, we can hide in the back seat of your cab and I can write some of those dirty lines I've gotten to be known for, and you can play some of that dirty harmonica. And we can collaborate. However, there is one more thing. You see, this big old mama here, this mama, oh, she ain't got no more daddy issues. So you go on and leave that taxi on outside and, hey, wayfaring stranger, why don't you come on inside? Because you see, we both know how rainy days and blues played by you. Oh, well, Gabby, they always get me high. And I'm going to use this word because I've always wanted to use this word about him from the mic, and it's safe here. I found out that this asshole musician doesn't even like the blues. And so I wrote that whole poem about him playing blues. He doesn't even like to play the blues. And then I found out that, he would rather not have pho. So I'm just gonna say, who cares? Because you know what? That poem has earned me $400. And I don't show it.
One sec, before you leave stage.
Trace, I said there'd be surprises here tonight, and congratulations, you are the 100th person to ever perform at one of my shows, allegedly. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you this painting. I'm going to give you some flowers. It's a painting of any flower. Look it up.
Thank you.
So, for our next segment,
Dustin Catlin.
yeah. All right, so we had a few of these put together, but yeah, sometimes in live entertainment, things don't work out as smoothly as you would like. But for our next section, we're going to call This Is Your Life. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Dustin Catlin.
He's not looking, is he? Okay, that's good. That's the way to start this off here. A lot of you may still remember me back when I was a little thinner, which has never been true. I've never been thinner. But here's the thing. Tonight I came up here and I thought, my God, I'm going to be up here with Mandy again, and it's going to be Joe, and then the bitch bailed on us. And we didn't have Mandy, so the joke I was going to make about her having sex with her wife, looking like two Rottweilers fighting over an uncooked oyster, it went away. It isn't funny anymore because she's not here because I would say it to her face and she knows it. But I love Mandy and her beautiful wife, talented. It's unfortunate. Miss Isacker, I'm so sorry what I'm about to do because your son is from you and look, you know, you seem like a very nice lady. But, so, I kind of thought about what I was going to say up here and I thought, my God, 20 years. I've known Kevin for about 14 to 16 of them. It's hard because if you've ever been at a venue of any kind with Kevin, there's a certain air of, oh, was funny, but it was confusing. And I noticed that because even at the premiere of the movie that I was in for Kevin, I played Bobish, which is the hippy-dippy reporter. And my grandchild, I had all my family, they're like, yay, that was on TV. I'm like, we're in a film. We're in a theater, it's not TV. It looks like a TV. I'm like, oh, fuck. He's stupid as his mother. God damn it. But the funny thing about it was, after everyone got quiet and Moose goes, yeah, because this is an asshole, or jackass, and my kid goes, jackass? Everybody heard it. And so, yeah, it explains a lot, doesn't it? But tonight, I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to make a little fun of Kevin because he deserves it. I mean, my God, look at him. Because I was going to make fun of the crowd. I'm like, my God, what happened to you people? Oh, I know I gained a little weight, but Jesus Christ, what happened to all you? I thought you were gonna do shit. I bailed out. I'm like, oh, they'll carry it all. I'm old. I just need to go away and just take care of the grandkids and grow old and die in a corner. And then you do this.
Sorry.
It's all right. You can't help yourself. I've learned that. But that's the point. I'm gonna take you down memory lane. So one night, Joe and I went to one of Kevin's art shows, and it was at a pizza parlor. And, we were going to go out in the back and mug him, but then we realized he was just at his own art show. He didn't have any money. And so Joe and I went back there to talk to Kevin. And Kevin was, excited to see someone that didn't look like they were passing through. And we're like, hey, look at your art. And I'm like, what is this? And he goes, well, it's my art. And I said, what is it? And he goes, I don't know. I was like, that's perfect. That's perfect. You shouldn't know what your art is. You know why? Because if you do know what your art is, someone's going to hold you to it. And then you're going to want the same shit. And then eventually, you're going to hate making that art. But we went out in the parking lot afterward. I kept Joe from killing him and eating him because Joe was in one of those moods. I fed him some of the local fare that night. But as we made our way through and we went out in the parking lot and I stopped Kevin and he might have thought we were going to mug him, I don't know. But we stood there for a minute and we were just jawing a bit about things that were going on. About how he, had the art show. And how he's done a couple of movies, not even his best one at that point. And that he does music and he did impersonations. And I could see that look in his eyes. And I felt very strange about it. Because what I wanted to do, I couldn't. I had things that were dragging me away from the dream of being a comedian, being able to get up in front of all of you, losers or not, none of that mattered. It was that we were all losers together. And what are we going to lose? We're going to lose our fears about these things. We're going to give up all the things that Kevin somehow gave up. Somewhere along the way, that man right there gave up his fears and said, I don't know how ridiculous this is going to be. I'm going to go up on stage and I'm going to do something stupid. And I hope it makes people laugh. I was sitting in a bar that is now a siding company on a certain place near Saddle Creek. And I was doing a partial show there. I got up, did my 5 minutes or whatever. And this fellow was sitting next to me and he goes, hey, you were up on stage with the chicken guy. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, hey, is he retarded? And I looked at him and I thought, well, I don't know about that, but he's here every Thursday. And, but that mayonnaise sandwich eating sister fucking retarded hillbilly got me thinking. And I said to myself, why do I like Kevin? I mean, tonight we're here to honor Kevin. Why? Why would anyone ever do that? All he ever does is confuse children and people from the age of my grandchild up to how old the fuck Moose is. And I kept thinking, what is it about this creepy little goblin that gets up on stage and says shit that I'm like, wait, what did he say? And it's not because I couldn't believe what he said, it's because I couldn't fucking understand him. And he's like, hey, you're that fun ticket. And I'm like, chicken, I got that. What the hell is wrong with this guy? But then, I realized what it was. And it's not that hard to come to. Even myself, I let things take me away from my dreams. He didn't. Every time I see him, I remember that night with Joe and I standing there and I said, whatever you do, don't stop. Keep doing it. Now, that's a little more serious than a fun night we want to have. But I realized something. He did. He kept going. When it started off, I didn't like your comedy. I still don't like your art, your music. But I realized this. You never quit. When many of us did, or many of us just couldn't bring ourselves to embarrass ourselves with the chance of doing so, you kept doing it. And now, what's come from that, huh? Chicken Boy's had himself a movie. That movie is up. A little scratch for the Chicken Boy finally. A little bit of honor coming to you for the work you did. Some of the things that you put out there that other people went, I had no idea what the hell that was all about. Your chicken movie, Foul Uprising, it was good. Not because I was in it, but because you've been doing it so long. You've got it down. You're ready now. And I'm proud of you. I'm more proud of you than you know. You're like the son I never wanted to have. But with all that being said, what it really comes down to is that 10 years ago, I had absolutely no idea that Kevin would do it for another 10 years. I had, oh, hey, yeah, I guess Kevin's still alive. Oh, okay. Yeah, older folk in the crowd, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, hey, did you hear about Sarah? Oh, yeah, she got killed by a train. Oh, Jesus, really? I had no idea. I was expecting to hear that about Kevin, and what I really thought I would hear is that a car fell on him. Honest to God, I was real like, you know, he works at Walmart. Motherfucker's there. What's going to happen is he's going to piss somebody off and they're going to drop a car on his ass. Yeah, that's too bad. Oh, well, you know, we did do that chicken thing for a while. But in the end, all I can ever remember about you was that you would get up there, you would dance, prance, flash around, screaming about crazy shit. You were Elvis. Then you'd switch out of your sweaty clothing, you'd get in a chicken outfit. Then you became Santa Claus. I don't know how the hell that happened. But then you went from there, and you finally came out in something that looked like clothing, and you went in and you tried to do stand-up. And we all were so exhausted by the time you were done. We're just like, I gotta clap because I don't know what the hell else to do. But in the end, here we are, 20 years later. I'm proud of you. I've said it before. You got some things to work on, but I'm sure you'll make it. As a matter of fact, I'm positive you'll make it. God bless Chicken Boy.
One more time for Dustin Catlin. All right, well, now we get to the point in the evening where things get interesting, get a little spicy, if you will. Yeah, so it's after dark, and Kevin, we wanted to do something special for you, something memorable, something that you and no one else in here would ever forget. Moose and I tried to get wrestling legend Mantar. He wasn't available. I looked around trying to get some midget wrestlers. They weren't available. And so finally, it occurred to us that we should do what several people do when a bunch of guys get together to celebrate one of their own. So, ladies and gentlemen, grab your drinks and get ready for some hot Beaver action!
What
What I'm gonna need now is for all you straight-toothed, round-assed, no damn building dunderheads to keep the noise down while I show the ladies what a real beaver should look like. Hit the music. I got one better for you. I'm a bald beaver too.
One more time from Mikey Taylor, giving us some hot beaver action. I don't know if Kevin prepared his mom or anyone else for that. We sure had fun writing that bit. All right, our next act is going to take a moment to set up, but yeah, really enjoyed seeing them play back in the day at the Hideout. They played Earth Day at Elmwood Park, and some other things. And so, first time back together in something like 10 years. And so, just what's got me really excited for tonight is, seeing so many people that we performed with over the years back in one place. So, but yeah, please welcome to the stage, Platte River Rain.
I just want to say I was really hoping Billy Mays would show up tonight. Is he still alive?
No.
Oh.
Thanks for having us, Kevin. It's been a long time. You might say we're all gone. We're all gone. We're all gone. You might say it's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. Write it in your long song. Your long song. Your long song. Singing how we're all gone. We're all gone. We're all gone. We're all We're all gone. We're all gone. You might say it's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. Write it in your long song. Your long song. Your long song. Singing how we're all gone. We're all gone. We're all gone. We're all gone. Hey, Joel, will you turn my guitar up and will you turn my me up a little bit? Thanks.
Oh.
Better. It's been a really long time since we've done this. I've been in college.
I don't think I've played an actual guitar in like 10 years. I'd tell you a joke, but it would be the dumbest thing you ever heard.
Tell us.
We've heard Chicken Boy.
I mean, like, what do you call a good-looking woman on a banjo player's arm? A tattoo. Banjo jokes never fail.
button on that whole thing? The mute button!
So, our next act coming in had a really busy week last week. We were originally trying to have the show on Friday the 13th, but thankfully, day of the show changed, and we were able to book them. So, making their comedy debut, very first time on stage, please welcome the one, the only, Mr. Jason Voorhees!
I like the shirt. I like your pants.
Still better than Pauly Shore so far. I'm laughing with you.
I think he's mad he didn't get the t-shirt. He's been doing wrestling all day.
Yeah, you good.
In his profile, he seems so much livelier.
Those look like good gloves for winter. Are they Columbia?
It's all facial expressions.
North Face?
Smile during candle.
Look, I hate to break up the best night of the best act of the night, but I think your mother's calling over there. At least what it smells like her.
Best act of the night. Oh my God. All right. That is a tough act to follow, I'll tell you that.
There will be no encores.
No encores at all. Oh my God. Those of you who were here earlier might have seen me get up here and do a eulogy. I thought that Kevin was dead. Turns out it was just his career. I tell you, I mean, I was absolutely heartbroken that I was wrong. So I went out to my car and I wrote him a song on a Burger King napkin. And I'd like to perform that for you. And it's very coincidental. My guitar is sitting over there for this absolutely spontaneous and unrehearsed moment.
Go do your little dog and pony act now, all right?
Hey, this is all for you, man.
Okay.
Oh, let's sit your ass down. Actually, no. I want you to bring a chair right up here. Right up front here. You know, sound guy, I want you to make this really, really clear. Because I need this little bastard, I mean, the man of the hour to hear every word of this song, okay? Now, while I'm at it, hey, give a big hand to John back there. The sound guy that's running this tonight. He's doing an amazing job, isn't he? He hates his life right now. This is worse than a Nickelback show. No, not by much, not by much. I guess I met Kevin, what, 6 years ago? Something like that? Yeah, as I said in my speech earlier when I thought he was dead, I wouldn't have been nearly as nice if I'd known he was still alive. But yeah, I met him about 6 years ago. I auditioned for a film and gave me a shot at a role which I'd never had the opportunity to play a villain. And since then, he's pretty much cast me as the villain in most of his films, which is amazing. We had a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed working with Kevin. I give Kevin a lot of shit. So I wrote this song, and much like the subject matter, it's short, but I'm hoping you'll enjoy it. It's a tune that I call Ode to an Anthropomorphic Chicken. And I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it, so here we go. Dr. Sanders had a fun... Wait, no, sorry, that's the wrong song. Those of you who've seen Follow Uprising will get that joke, but here we go, here we go. Never met a man as tiny as the one they call the chicken boy. It's times like this that remind me, everywhere he leaves he brings joy. Heaven broke the mold when they made Kevin, but he's been growing it back since then. He's a narrow streak of piss with bad knees and a creepy, crusty rash upon his skin. The Lord made man in his own image. The Bible says he made him out of clay. I swear it is the truth, although I have no proof. In Kevin's case, they must have stopped halfway. And I never met a man as tiny as the one they call the chicken boy. It's times like this that remind me, everywhere he leaves he brings joy. He could have been one of Santa's elves. Instead, he wastes his life at Walmart, stocking the 2 lowest shelves. Chicken boy's life's never been easy. Can you imagine how it makes him feel? Too tall to work for Willy Wonka, too short to ride the Ferris wheel. And I never met a man as tiny as the one they call the chicken boy. It's times like this that remind me, everywhere he leaves he brings joy. A chicken boy's a legend here in O-Town. That's why we celebrate this night. He's killed on many local stages and killed local venues left and right. Yes, 20 years of bad jokes and bad movies. 20 years not knowing what's in store. 20 years of mangling the language.
that we're in for 20 more. And I never met a man as tiny as the one they call the chicken boy. It's times like this that remind me, everywhere he leaves he brings joy. I want y'all to sing it one time with me. You should know it by now. Here we go. Never met a man as tiny as the one they call the chicken boy. It's times like this that remind me, everywhere he leaves he brings joy. Chicken. Kevin, I love you, man. I've loved working with you on everything that we've done. And even though you're a miserable little sack of a human being, I'll work with you until the end of time. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you all for coming out and really giving some respect to this guy who's definitely put in his dues and has earned everything he's gotten, including that god-awful jacket.
Oh, alrighty. So, our next act. I used to call it magic. He'd say, no, it's not magic, it's mentalism. But, yeah, he just does things that freak you the fuck out. Multiple occasions. He's done his stuff, and I sat there and said, I have no idea what the fuck just happened or how. And, but yes, excellent performer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to stage Mr. Erik Luna.
All right. Thank you all very much. I would like to thank each and every single one of you for making the decision to be here with us tonight. Decisions. You know, the average person sleeps 8 hours every night. That leaves 16 waking hours for each one of us every single day. Now, scientists estimate that we make some sort of conscious decision. And by conscious decision, it means something that we actually have to stop and think about. They estimate that we make some sort of conscious decision every 3.2 seconds. That means that we make in excess of 16,700 decisions every single day. Now, some of those decisions are rather important, but the rest are pretty insignificant. Or are they? I have a coin here. Tony, heads or tails?
It is tails.
Interesting. You see, I like making decisions. I like decisions and everything that goes into making decisions. For example, when presented with the odds, how often do we go with those odds? How often do we go against those odds? When there are things such as outside circumstances, how those affect our decisions, and how long it takes to make those decisions. Now, I do not think I'm the only one here in this room who feels that way, and I'll explain why. Now, a few seconds ago, I asked this nice gentleman over here to make a choice. A simple coin toss, heads or tails, 50-50, one or the other. Now, there was no reward for getting it right, and there was certainly no consequences for getting it wrong, and there was certainly some anticipation as made his choice, and some disappointment when I failed to say whether or not he was correct. But don't assume that he was the only one in this room that felt that way. I feel that everyone was anticipating whether or not something as silly as a coin toss was going to be correct or not. And when I failed to say whether it was, the disappointment pretty much filled the room. Now, I'd like to apologize to you, sir. I did not mean to ignore you the way that I did there. I simply did that to illustrate the point that I was trying to make right now, so I apologize for that. Oh, and by the way, your decision was completely correct. Nicely done. Now, we're going to make another choice here in a few moments. And just like before, there's going to be no reward for getting this right. But this time, if the wrong choice is made, somebody in this room will be severely injured or possibly killed. Now,
Now since there's so much riding on this right now, I need someone who's going to be relaxed as we make this choice, someone who's calm and confident. That's why I'm going to ask Marissa to help with this. Yes, you. All right. Now you relax, Marissa. It's perfectly okay. This is the deal. Now, if everything goes 100% according to plan, you get 100% of the credit. Now, if the wrong decision is made, if it goes wrong, if something's go awry, I take 100% of the blame. Come to think of it, that's pretty much like how I've had some of my past relationships with girlfriends have been. But anyway, if you get 100% of the credit, I get 100% of the blame. Does that seem fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right, awesome. All right. We're comfortable with heads or tails, coin toss. We're gonna stick with that for this. But this time, to make sure that you all can see it, that I'm not doing anything tricky, no sleight of hand. Instead of using actual coin, we're gonna use this here envelope. Now this envelope contains two things. The first thing it contains is a poker chip. Now the poker chip has no bearing whatsoever on what we're doing here right now, but it's going to be rather important in a few moments when I use it for another demonstration. And the second thing it contains is a folded up piece of paper. And on that piece of paper is the word heads or tails. All right, Marissa, this piece of paper here that's in the envelope, what does it say? Does it say heads or tails?
Tails.
It says tails. All right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hand this to you. Please verify that there's the cord. I think my cord's caught. Sorry about that.
You want me to come second?
Yeah, please. Meet me halfway, please. Please verify that there is in fact a poker chip and a piece of paper in there. So take that for right now, and all right, do me a favor and go ahead, take that poker chip and place it somewhere safe to where we can get to it later easy enough. Okay? Leave the paper for the moment being. And just take out that. Yeah, just take out that poker chip, if you would, please. Okay. And she said tails, and also just to double check, I'm gonna set this coin tails side up here for a reminder for us, and hopefully a good luck charm. Okay, so we're looking for the word tails here. And as I said before, there is no reward for getting this right, but there will be consequences. Now, if all of you would just please give me a few moments to set up those consequences.
You would like consequences.
Oh, that's from the other night. All right, Marissa, do me a favor. Tear open that envelope. Take out that piece of paper. Go ahead, show it to everybody.
I'm scared.
Show it to everybody.
Tails.
It says tails?
Tails.
All right. All right. I'd like to have everyone to thank Marissa for helping me not kill myself tonight. So give her a big round of applause. Thank you so much. No, I get nervous when I open up with this, but I love to open up with this. And there's for a couple of reasons here. First reason is it really gets me pumped for the show. It really gets me in performance mode. It really helps. I get to do something crazy right at the very beginning. It helps to get the blood flow. Well, not the blood flowing, but the blood flowing, if you know what I mean. So I like that aspect of it. And the other reason I love opening up with this is that it kind of helps me to illustrate what this performance is about. For this is not just a solo act. You're all a part of this. My life is pretty much in your hands. In order for me to be successful, I gotta help you guys to be successful. And so it's kind of how it goes. And you know what, before we carry on, let me go ahead and put this away. Just in case somebody here happens to not like the show. All right. Now I'm gonna do something here we're going to get right to it and do something here that involves a few of you. I have a few books on the table. Put on my watch as well. Now, I have 3 different books here. What they are, what's in them, it's not really important at the moment. The one interesting thing about all these books here is that each book here has at least 400 pages. That's going to be a little bit important. So this is what I'm going to have happen here is that I'm going to go around to 5 different people here in this room, and I'm going to have like 5 different people each write down a 2 to 3 digit number, or let's say a number between 1 and 400. I'm going to hand you a pad and pen, and we're going to write that down. So if y'all give me a moment, I'm going to go to a few of you to randomly write down a number. All right. All right, 5 different people wrote down 5 different numbers. Now we're going to get to the books. You, sir, I'm going to come to you and have you select the book. Take your right hand and grab one of the books. That's the book we want to go with? Sure. Okay, perfect. Let me put these aside. All right. Oh, what did he grab? That's oh yes, The Third Deadly Sin. Lawrence Sanders was a bestseller. Oh, okay, here. I'm going to toss this to you as well. Sure. All right. Pretty fair so far. I had 5 different people write down numbers. He picked the book. I haven't touched it, and he's got the pad with all numbers. Do me a favor. I'm Eric, by the way. What's your name? Ryan. You're Ryan. Nice meeting you, Ryan. All right. This is what I want you to do, Ryan. Go ahead. Look at that notepad there. Now there should be a few different numbers there. Awesome. Now, do me a favor, pick one of those numbers and open the book up to that page. Now, don't let anyone see it just yet, but took. All right, he's trying to find one of those numbers that corresponds to that page.
He had sex with my mama.
Restrain yourself.
All right, so you pick the number and you pick the page that corresponds to it. Okay, do me a favor, not out loud, but just to yourself, read that top sentence there to yourself. Can you see what it... Yeah, that's the only thing.
We'll do the cheat I do at home for this.
Okay.
I do it too.
We're not there yet, we're getting there.
Okay.
Make sure it's zoomed in.
So, no, don't say it out loud. Just read it to yourself. Just that top sentence, and you kind of got the idea of what it is. Okay, now I'm going to try something here. Because I'm assuming there's something there that I could probably draw or get an idea from. So I'm going to give that a go. So far, I got this so far. Interesting. I'm thinking something like that. Something like that. No, actually, more like this. Oh, okay, and then there we go. Something like this. And I feel the need to I gotta make a comment here as well, I feel. So I'm gonna, okay. All right, Ryan, I got what I want to go with. So go ahead now if you would, Ryan, please, could you read that first sentence there that's on that page?
I'm going to have to take it off of here. We'll get it done.
All right.
It says, as having worn a wig at some time or other.
As having worn wigs sometime or other, is what it says. Okay. That is very interesting. Okay, this all makes sense now because this is what I drew here. See, I drew the face, hair, and it's fake, pointing the hair. So that's what I picked up from that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Awesome. I will take else here to do. It's going to involve that poker chip in a moment here. I got to tell you, I'm not too happy about doing this. Kevin put me up to it. He wanted me to do something crazy and exciting for his 20th anniversary show, so here it is. Okay. So, all right. As you see, let's see, how do I want to start off doing this? No, I'm just going to have you join me up here if you would, Marissa.
Do I leave the poker chip?
Oh, please bring that with us. We're going to need the poker chip in a second here.
Striptease.
In fact, you can just come on over here. Now, as you all see, I have bags up here, and I also have envelopes. And this is what we're going to do. I got 5 envelopes here, and each envelope corresponds with one of these bags. And you guys are going to help me number those. Okay. All right, I'll start with over here. Mikey, we got numbers 1 through 5. Which one?
4.
You want 4? Okay. So number 4. I'm going to number this envelope 4. We're going to place that right in front of bag number 4. Okay. You, ma'am. Let's see. 4 has been taken. So 1, 2, 3, or 5. You want to go with 2? Okay. Perfect. We'll place that. Okay, so 2 and 4 has been taken. Eric, you want to go with 1? Okay. And we're going to put a 1 on here for bag number 1. Okay, let's see. We have 3 and 5 left. Brian.
3.
3. Let me put a 3 there. And by process of elimination, I can talk. Envelope 5. Yeah, so I'm not the only one. Yeah. Okay. So you all label these envelopes. Now I'm gonna open these up and hand them to some of you. You can take out the poker chip for now, but just confirm there is in fact a poker chip piece of paper in there. Hang on to that. All right, let's see, envelope 2. By the time it's over. So everybody now should have. I handed out the envelope, the poker chip, and the paper. Okay, who did I hand envelope number 1 to? Okay, you can take out that piece of paper now if you like. Might have to tear open that envelope. All right, there should be the word yes or no on that piece of paper. What does it say? No. Okay, who has envelope number 2? Who did I give to? Brian. All right, you should have a piece of paper in there that says yes or no. In the envelope. Yeah, you might have to tear open that envelope. I know they're kind of.
No.
It says no. Okay. An envelope. You have an envelope number 3. Does it say yes or no on that piece of paper? No. It says no. Okay. Who has envelope number 4? Oh, I gave it to Eric, and all right, that should have yes or no on the piece of paper. Oh, envelope 4 says yes. Okay. Remember this from earlier? Yeah, we're going to place that right in front of envelope number 4. And just for verification, envelope 5, does it say, it should say no?
Yeah.
It says no?
It says no.
Okay, all right, perfect. So all of you chose envelope number 4 for me. Now, if I could just collect those poker chips from everyone. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you all for bearing with me. All right, Marissa. Now, this is what I'm going to have you do, Marissa. You can put your poker chip here as well. And what I'm going to have you do is there's 6 pieces of foil here. I want you to wrap each poker chip, including the white one, with the foil, if you would, please. In fact, so you want to, you can probably say Dreher if you want, or whatever works for you. So yeah, I'll make it.
Do I have to be neat about it?
No, just as long as they're wrapped up so you don't know what it is. Just, yeah, it doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to look pretty, just as long as they're all wrapped up. And while she's doing that, I'm going to explain a little bit more about what we're doing here for you guys. Now, who's all here familiar with Russian roulette?
Yeah!
Yeah. It's a rather simple game. You take a gun, put a bullet, spin the chamber, then you put the gun to your head and you pull the trigger. Now, you have a 1 in 5 chance of losing the game. So obviously, you know, if you get the bullet, you're going to lose the game and your life. And well, what we're doing here, it's reverse roulette, because see, the black chips each represent a bullet, and the white one being the only clear chamber. So the chances are pretty much against me. And let me come over here for a minute, just kind of show you the idea of what we're going. For those of you over on this side of the room, if we would have chosen bag number 1, it contains shampoo. So yeah, whatever's over these bags, I'm gonna end up drinking, assuming we fail. So yeah, I definitely don't want shampoo. And for those of you over on this side of the room, if we were to choose this one and I lost, I would be drinking Mr. Plumber. So as you can see, I do not want to come back over this table again for the rest of the night. So, all right, we got these all wrapped up, ready to go. Perfect. Okay. Now, this is what I'm going to have you do, Marissa. If you don't mind, I'm going to have you go around and people can mix these up and have each person select a chip. Except for one, we do get to keep one. So if you don't mind doing that. Yeah, whoever it is, whoever wants one, they can mix them up and grab one. Yeah. And then, we got 2, so if someone else gets one, we do to keep one for ourselves. Thank you so much. Okay, awesome. Now, don't open those yet, because this is what we're going to do. If 5 of you have one, and we have one as well. I'm going to give people the opportunity to switch if you would like. Does anyone here want to switch at all? Oh, he wants to switch. All right, here we go. And he switched. Okay, does anyone else here want to switch at all? No, we're all good? Okay, so no one else wants to switch. Oh, Lacey wants to switch, okay. Why am I not surprised? All right, so we got 2. All right, 3rd time's the charm. Does anyone else here want to switch whatsoever?
Your new man.
All right. Oh, he wants to. Oh, we got a 3rd one. All right, he wants to switch as well. Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. Okay, so 3 chances and 3 people switched. So that tells me either you guys want me to succeed or you want me to drink one of these things up here. And here, you can take the chip. I'll take this drink from you. All right, now this is what we're gonna do, people. Don't let anyone else see what you have yet, but go ahead, open up the foil and look at your poker chip, but don't say anything yet. You can open yours too. Don't let anyone else see what you have. Just go ahead and open them. All right, so everyone's got theirs open. All right, let's see. We'll start over here. Tony, now you have a chip there, right? Did you open it already? You know what you have? Okay, now you can tell us what color, what chip do you have?
White.
Wait, you have a white chip?
Good.
And yeah, you traded right off the bat, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, just for verification, if everyone would please just confirm that everyone else has a black chip. And you have black chip. Okay, thank you so much. You can go ahead and put that there and sit down. Thank you. All right, let me collect all those then.
Do I get the Drano then?
Yeah, Tony gets the Drano. I'll take the chips, remember all that. So Tony got the white chip. Okay. Damn it, Kevin, I'm gonna get you for this. All right. So yeah, he got the white chip. So that means, all right. So let's come back over here. We chose bag number 4. Let's see what I did not win. Let's see if it would have been bag number 2, I'd be drinking. Looks like dish soap. Now, if you would have chose bag number 3 for me, I'd be drinking brake fluid. That would have really put a stop to the show. But all of you, now I did not lie whatsoever about what I'm doing up here tonight. I'm actually going to go ahead and go through with what I'm doing here. So everybody, this bullet is for you. Thank you all so very much.
All right, give it up one more time for Mr. Erik Luna. So, our next act, highly anticipated. I have been told that there is a concern that they may collapse on stage, so we may be going with the Aronofsky ending here. But, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley!
Thank you very much. Come on, let the feathers fly. Ha! On a cold and gray Omaha morning, another baby chicken born in a ghetto. And his mama can cry. 'Cause there's one thing she don't need, another hungry beat to feed it, not the ghetto. People don't you understand? Ha! This child needs a helping hand, or he'll grow up to be an angry bird someday. Ha! Take a look at you and me, say, ha! Are we too blind to see, or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? And the nature and culture very so much. And a hungry bird with a runny nose plays in a strict sense to cold wind blows in. And his hunger burns, oh it burns, so much better it burns. So the bird lives in the world, the street that line. He learned how to steal, he learned how to contract in a ghetto. Then one desperation, a young bird breaks a egg. He buys a gun, steals a car, tries to fly, baby, but he don't get far. And his mama then cries. And the crowd gathers round, angry and
I want to do something very stupid here tonight, because it is the 20th Cluckin Years Anniversary of the Chicken Boy. So I'm going to do a cover for you, baby. A cover that's a little bit curvy than normal. We're going to do some Iron Maiden tonight, folks. This is going to get really stupid. And paramedics are on standby, so lucky, baby. Here we go. Away from the coast to coast, across the 7 seas, oh baby, I travel far and oh yeah baby, believe it, down the seas, I'm a stranger to myself, and all the things I used to do, and now I sit to be by someone else, so I close my eyes, baby, and another city goes by. I think I'm home. I do everything and there is just funny how it is, baby. You'll never miss it, pal is gone. Now it's gone away, and my heart's lying there, and the wheels haven't died. So, baby, understand. Oh, yeah, baby. The wasting time, always searching for those words. So, baby, fix up, make your stand. No, make your stand, you gotta make your stand. Realize that you're already living in the golden year. I got too much time on my hands. I got you on my mind, baby. Oh, and can't ease this pain. Oh, baby, I can't ease it too easily. It's funny, baby. You can't find the words to say. Don't make it through another day. Oh no, baby. Makes me want to cry and throw my hands, baby, up to the sky. So, understand, baby, understand. So always wasting time, always searching for those words. Baby, you gotta fix up and make your stand. Yeah, gotta make a stand, mama. We like baby, because you're already living in the golden years right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joe Rest.
towards the end here. But please welcome back to the stage, Mr. Kevin Chicken Boy Heesacker!
For some reason, I'm incredibly sweaty all of a sudden. I don't know what happened.
Oh, all of a sudden.
Sweaty and slutty. All right, kids, near the end of the night here. Traditionally on stage, sometimes when I do shows and my set gets over a little quicker than I realize, I have to kill time, so I do this following bit. So as I mentioned earlier, I got my start at the Stage Right Coffee Shop, which was mainly a poetry theme open mic. And because we didn't really have comedy open mics back then, young whippersnappers. So I would have to like blend in with the poets and make them like, think I'm like one of their own. It was like a Dancing with Wolves type of situation. So they took me in and I wrote a poem to blend in with them. The name of the poem is something I wrote back in the war. It's called Mad Cow. Hope y'all enjoy it. Here it goes. Moo. 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 Mow. Mad cow. Thank you. Like Elvis all over again. Now, folks, I would like to do a Mad Cow, the remix version. You know what? This being the 20 Cluckin Years Show anniversary, can I bring 2 volunteers up, 2 people that would like to join me in a little poetry magic?
Random people?
Maybe random people, just 2 people. I'll go. We got 1. All right.
Give another one.
Got another one? All right, we got 2.
All right, yeah, get up there, man.
Let's see. We'll give you this.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's see. Do we have a number 2 out there? I'm blind by the light.
I'm this way.
All right. Hello. Thank you for coming on, man. I'll just get in the middle here. Ooh, I'm a sandwich. Here you go. I will give that to you there. And basically, I'm going to start off the poem, and I will basically do this. And when I do this, go ahead, read what's on the paper, and then when you're done, go ahead and give a hymn point, and then you read what's on your paper, and then I'll jump in when you're both finished and finish the poem. So I hope the cameras are recording on this one. We're about to make poetry magic here tonight. All right, folks, are you ready for the Mad Cow remix poem?
No.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And let's get ready to get stupid.
Hold your breath.
Here we go. Mad Cow remix version.
Oh, are we doing that?
Well, if you want. It might get a little weird. All right, here we go. Moo. Moo. Moo, meow, 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 bow, wow, wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, bow, wow, wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, do of earl, do of earl, giddy up, a boom bop, a mow row, giddy up, a boom bop, hi ho, silver, away, take it.
'Cause the player's gonna play, and the hater's gonna hate. Baby, I'm just gonna shake. I shake it off.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday. Getting down on Friday. Everybody is looking forward to the weekend. Partying, yeah. Partying, yeah. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
Ball with the ball, the bang, the dang, diggy, sit the boogie, sit up, jump the boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the dang, diggy, sit the boogie, sit up, jump the boogie. My name is who? My name is what? My name is Skate.
Macau. Thank you. Give it up for him. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you for playing along. Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Give it up one more time for our poetry backup singers. My God, what a night it has been. You've had it all. You had comedy, music, poetry, tragedy, me losing my belt, all sorts of chaos. And what the hell is that? It's an Easter Bunny here. I didn't make you show up. Oh my God, look at him. Let me help you say. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I haven't seen this man for 20 years. Holy crap. You know what? You are angry with my dummy, but a bunch of small, shiny G.I. Janes. That's right. That's what I needed. It's so bad. He's just like, oh my God.
You keep my gang out your goddamn mouth. Need something that don't. Need something that don't. Like a sweet cigarette out back. Oh, a sweet cigarette. Yeah, it's the bottom line.
Everybody, eat the man out, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, coming. Don't go eat somebody. Wow. Wow, Easter Bunny just kicked my ass. With air first and then again physically. That was amazing. With that said, folks, I think we're pretty much at the end of the night here. Thank you all for coming out and feeding my ego for one stupid night. The Chicken Boy 20 Cluckin Year Anniversary. You guys just saved me like 10 years of therapy, so thank you. With that said, let's thank everyone who's been on stage here tonight. We had Trac Schacht, give it up one more time. Pat Larsen, the Wandering Stoner. Erik Luna, the Mentalist. The Platte River Rain, coming out of retirement tonight. Dustin Catlin. The two people that helped me put this dumb little shindig together, Joe Riss and Epperson. They've been helping us for the last 3 months planning this shit, so give it up for them. And I think he left the building, but if he can hear, let's give it up for Jason. And of course, Captain America. And give it up one more time for yourselves. Give it up for the Berkley for letting us do this. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chicken Boy, Kevin Husacker here. Thank you for coming tonight, and I think that's a wrap. So, yeah, that's right. And in one way only, Rick roll, baby.
We're no strangers.